If you're anything like me, you have been seeing all over Pinterest this flower with a single crochet center and Tunisian crochet leaves, and I have never found an English pattern for it, so I figured it out. So let's jump right in. You're going to need 2 colors of yarn. This is a light worsted. You could use any weight you wanted as long as you had an appropriate hook. It'll just be bigger if you're using worsted and smaller if you're using sock weight. The math will work out regardless. And you don't need a Tunisian crochet hook because the most amount of Tunisian stitches you're going to have on your hook at one time is 9. So you absolutely do not need a Tunisian hook. You can use just a regular hook. I'm going to change my colors up a little just because the white can be really glaring on camera. So these are the colors I'm going to use. So let's jump right in. I would call this an intermediate level pattern. You do have to have a basic understanding of how Tunisian simple stitch works. So I'm not going to go over the basics very quickly. I'm going to go pretty quick, so you can slow this down if you want, or of course pick a project that is a little more beginner friendly if that's where your skills lie. So I've started with a magic ring and I'm putting 5 single crochet in the ring. Now normally, as many of you know, you need 6 in the ring to get a nice flat circle, but I wanted 5 petals, and believe me, I've tried this pattern 18 different ways and it works best with 5 single crochet in the middle, so that's what we're going to do. So that's 1, 2, 3. I'm also tempting fate by using splitty cotton yarn in a video, but this is what I had in the right colors, so you're just going to have to watch me suffer a little bit. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull the tail. Start your round. Now I could, if I wanted to, put a stitch marker at the beginning of the round, but again, I'm lazy. I'm only doing 3 rounds like this. I think I can manage without it. So I'm going to put 2 single crochets in each single crochet around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would help if I wasn't trying to go into the chain 1. All right, so that's 1, 2 in each one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should give me 10 single crochets in my round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then for my third and final round, I'm going to put 2 single crochet in the next single crochet, 1 in the next single crochet. So that's 1, 2 in one, 1 in the next. So that's 1 repeat, 2, and 6. That should give me a total of 15 single crochets. Let me double count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm going to slip stitch in the next one, and then I'm going to change to my petal color, and I'm going to chain 5. So that's my change. I'm not counting that as a chain. It technically is one, but I want to make sure that I can have 5 chains of the light color that I can see to work in. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me talk super briefly about how this is going to work. So I have 5 petals. Each petal has 9 rows, and each petal joins into 3 single crochets. This is going to make more sense after I show you. I'm just trying to go over the basic math at the beginning so you get what's going on. So since I have 15 single crochets in my round and I want 5 petals, I'm going to work in 3 single crochets for each of the 5 petals. And if I'm looking at my rows here, I'm going to have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, what we're going to do is increase rows. So we're going to do 4 increase rows. Then we're going to work 1 row even. And then we're going to do 4 decrease rows. And again, I'll show you specifically, but sometimes it's easier if you have a clue what's going on ahead of time. So let me stop the camera, cut this yarn off, and I'll come right back. Okay, for Tunisian crochet, when we're working in the chain, we're going to start in the second chain from hook, and I like to work in the back or the bump. So I'm going to skip the bump that is closest to my hook, and I'm going to pick up 4 more loops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this guy's a little loosey-goosey, but that's because I haven't woven the tail in yet, so I'm not going to get worried about that. Now normally for a Tunisian crochet return on a simple stitch, I'd yarn over and pull through 1 or chain 1, and then I would yarn over and pull through 2 till I got to the bitter end. However, I want to join to my circle at the same time, and I want my first join to be in the same single crochet where I did my round join. So instead of just chaining 1, I'm going to insert my hook into that stitch, yarn over, bring it through that single crochet and also through the first vertical bar. Now I'm going to yarn over and go through 2, 1, 2, 3, whoops, 4. Now this is an increase row. Remember I said we had 4 increase rows, so I'm going to add 1. I'm going to chain 1. And now, if this had been a chain, I'd start picking up in my second chain from hook. And if I was working even, I would ignore my slip stitch on the end. But because I have added my chain, which I'm going to skip, and I want an increase, I'm going to go and pick up my first loop in that first horizontal bar, the one that I would normally ignore if I was working even. So this is going to give me 6 loops on my hook instead of 5. And the ones that are closest to the round are the hardest ones to see. You kind of get the hang of it after you've done it a couple times. And again, the only reason it looks like I'm struggling is because I'm using this splitty yarn in the interest of having pretty yellow daisies. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to start my return. I'm going to work in that same single crochet. I'm not moving yet. Yarn over, draw up a loop through the single crochet and also through the first vertical bar. Finish my vertical bar, my Tunisian simple stitch. I'm going to increase again. So because I'm going to increase again, I'm going to chain 1. And I'm going to do my first pickup in that horizontal bar at the very beginning that I would have ignored if I was working even. So now we're going to go to 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is my 3rd row. So I'm still working in that very first single crochet. Yarn over, draw it through and through the first vertical bar. Yarn over, draw through 2 to the end. Okay, now we're going to do 2 more increase rows. So we're going to increase by chaining 1 and doing our first pickup in the first horizontal bar. So we're going to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But this is my 4th row. So instead of joining in that first single crochet where I have been joining all along, I'm going to move to the next one. There's my join. And I'm going to finish this row. So I'm going to do one more increase row and join in the same space, and I'm going to cut the camera in the interest of having this not be 20 hours long, and then I'll meet you for the work even row. So that was the increase row that I did off camera. Now I want a work even row. I've been working on 9 stitches. I want one row with 9 stitches. So like I would normally do in Tunisian crochet, I'm going to skip the first vertical bar and just do my pickups in the other vertical bars. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is what I wanted. And that's my 6th row, so I'm joining it in that same single crochet, that second one. So I have 3 joins here, now I have 3 joins here. Let me finish this row. So now that I have done my work even row, the rest of the rows of this particular petal are going to be decrease rows. And I'm going to do my decreases on the forward pass because I do not like to think on the return pass. So I want to lose a stitch. So again, ignoring that first vertical bar because we're not increasing anymore, I'm going to insert my hook through 2 vertical bars at the same time. Do one pickup and bring it up, and that's going to decrease that 1 stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, we're looking for 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now I'm on my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th row. So I'm going to the 3rd single crochet involved in this petal. And I'm going to finish like we've been doing. After that join, it's just yarn over and pull through 2 until you only have 1 loop remaining on your hook. Now we're going to do another decrease row, so let's take a look at that again. Through 2 vertical bars at the same time, skipping that one on the end. And we're going for 7, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, joining in that same single crochet. Yarn over, pull through 2 on the way back. One more decrease row. So I have 1 going through 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my 9th row, so it's the last row of this petal. So there's that join in that 3rd single crochet. So now what happens? My yarn's over here. I need it to be over here. And I have what we call an open row because since I didn't work in those stitches, it didn't close up, it didn't roll in, and I have these big open mesh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip stitch from here to here, and I'm going to do it in the vertical bar. But we have 6 working loops now, and you may remember we started with 5. So to get to 5, there's my 1. I'm going to go with my slip stitch under those vertical bars, but I'm going to grab 2 for the first time and pull it all the way through. I'm slip stitching now. I'm not doing Tunisian crochet. And I'm going to do that all the way across. Here's my last vertical bar. And then I'm going to join it in the next single crochet. Boom. That one petal is complete. I'm going to do this 4 more times. So I'm going to start by chaining out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'll have my increase rows until I get up to 9 stitches. I'll have 1 row worked even on those 9 stitches. I'll do 3 decrease rows, that'll be 8, 7, 6, and then I'll do my slip stitching going through 2 vertical bars together at the beginning and through each vertical bar across. And remember, we're only going to involve 3 single crochets in each petal. So my first 3 rows are going to join in the first one, my second 3 rows are going to join in the second one, and my third 3 rows are going to join in the third one. Once all my petals are done, I'm going to slip stitch in that very first stitch to cover up that little yellow chain right there and end off and weave in my 4 ends, and I am finished. That's all she wrote. So thank you so much for joining me while we hang out here and learn how to make our little Tunisian daisies. As always, I appreciate you hanging out. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.